Ain't no problems, we gon' make a way. Got no coach on the field, but we making plays. Hey, look, don't worry, we gon' be okay. Hey, look, cause we gon' make them pay. We from
Yo, what's going down? Gamblers, cappers, hustlers, all around getting money. What's up with it? Uh, Mikey, going on, man? Hey, man, I'm gonna just be honest. We had a rough week, man. It's the first time in a long time. I want to say maybe even the first year. I think we ended under 500. For the most part, the whole season we've been 500 or better, even going all the way back to college since me and the coach kind of started going with a consistent basis. Yeah, last week was rough. I don't think we was too far under 500, but under 500 is bad enough. So we always got to be accountable. So we had a bad week. Anything specifically you want to touch on about yesterday? What's up, Dushai? What's up, Israel, Jalen? What's going down? Man, I need to make at least 300 today. Shit, I feel you. We all trying to get something. United, man, Bucks, bro. We gonna talk about it, bro. We gonna talk about it. The Bucks,
yeah, let's talk about it.
Man, Celtics killed me. Who the fuck? I've never trusted Celtics on the road. I took I took the Hornets, but we started the show after that game started, so we couldn't really give it out into the play.
Now that was Saturday. That was yesterday.
Yeah, they played the Hornets early, like right when we started the show. They was out there getting underway. Yeah, so we couldn't give it. I took Charlotte. It was 8. It was way too many points, but they lost outright.
So we both ended up. We got the Pacers.
Right. We
missed the Warriors.
We missed the Warriors by like 3 points.
Missed the Warriors. Of course, we missed the Bucks. We got the Grizzlies.
Yesterday wasn't too bad. It probably was like a 3-3 yesterday.
Yesterday, look, it wasn't. It started off bad, but yeah, as things transpired,
the Nets fucked us. KD fucked us. He wasn't even supposed to play. He wasn't even supposed to play.
Yeah, I don't know about that. I can't take. They said he comes off the bench and scores 33.
Hey, scored 30, bro. 30.
That's a great point. That's a great point. For all y'all viewers out there. When we give our predictions, make sure, even if we tell you what the injury report is,
hell yeah, double check that shit.
Just always keep checking. Because like sometimes, like even when we give y'all the information, like things may change. Like it might be a game time decision or something. Yep. Yeah, so always make
last night.
Check the injury report and check the lines all the way up until you know you want to place your bet. Definitely make sure that you do that.
Hey, United Dave, we've all been there, bro. Bro say, if the Clippers and Knicks lose tonight, I'm done till playoffs. I fucks with United Dave. Now, the shit be letting me know, like, United Dave is a gambler. Like it's not just like a weekend thing. Like, he gambled. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Yesterday, I was at my people's house. First thing he say, it looked like he went to trap, bro.
Yeah, he said trapping bets. Yeah.
The crazy thing is exactly where I was. It's not, we don't trap no more, but we used to trap. But it wasn't no sign of showing that it was a trap. It was just dark. I'm trying to figure out what made him say that. Like, you know what I'm saying? Fuck with United Dave, dog.
Anyway, hey, I got one that you didn't make a play on, but I think I got that Wizards right though. I did the Wizards.
Made a play on that Wizards game, but we didn't break that game down. That wasn't on the I didn't put it on the document.
I did at the end though.
But okay. I don't know what happened yesterday at my Kimpo house. Oh, my phone died.
Yeah, so I finished the show and I did it. I did the Wizard. I can't remember. It was -7. Okay, so I got it then because they won by 9. So I gotta count that one.
Yeah.
I mean, like you say, 3-3 yesterday. We was like 500.
It really wasn't that bad, honestly.
It was looking hella bad.
Yeah, it started out rough because I think we lost the first 2 off the bat. Like, Phoenix lost, and then somebody else lost. The Grizzlies kind of was the turning point. Like, all right, Grizzlies come through. Oh, the Pacers.
Milwaukee in the fourth quarter started out the quarter getting outscored 28-12.
I looked at the third quarter. We was up like 7 or 8. I'm like, oh, okay, we good. We gonna finish strong.
We good.
Come back, them niggas. It's like tied. I watched the rest of the fourth quarter and they just couldn't score at all. And Bogdanovich just raining threes in the fourth quarter. It was all bad. No Trae Young. Like that's why. And I always say this, and me and the coach be saying this too. The fucking Bucks, they pretenders, and they got to show me in the playoff because every time it seems like it matters, they can't score, dog. Like when it counts,
I was like, man, we was kind of both agreeing, like, man, finally, the Bucks looking like they in playoff form because they had some solid little victories last 2 or 3 games. So I'm like, okay, yeah. I'm just sure about it. I'm telling everybody, like, yo, you got to jump on the Bucks. Then they let me down. So I'm like, man, I don't know about messing with them dudes again.
Pretenders. Let's jump into it, though. Let's get on today's docket. I know you got to get out of there. I think this is an interesting game, Mikey. You got the Spurs. They're going on the road to take on the Washington Wizards, who actually been balling lately. If anybody been paying attention, they're on a nice little win streak right now. Let's check out the injury report real quick. The Spurs, I got Gay is questionable. Lyles has been downgraded to out, and Lonnie Walker is questionable. For Washington, I need to see Beal. Yep, because he got hurt last time. He's probable, so I guess he gonna play because he got hurt last night. Lopez is questionable. Westbrook is questionable. Why is he questionable? Bryant out for the season. Hachimura has been upgraded to probable. He's been gone for a while. And Avijay is out for the season. Why is Westbrook? He didn't get hurt last night, did he? I mean, I know he finished the game. I watched the end of the game.
Is he out? He shouldn't be out.
They have him questionable though.
Oh shit!
Beal got hurt yesterday. He I don't know if it's a knee or an ankle, but Beal got hurt. He didn't finish the game. Westbrook finished the game. I don't know why. Actual factuals. San Antonio, 4-1 ATS in their last 5. 4-1 straight up in their last 5. 13-7 ATS in their last 20 games against Washington. 8-2 straight up in their last 10 games against Washington. 6-1 ATS in their last 7 games on the road. The total has gone over in 4 of the last 5 when playing on the road against Washington. It's they're 9-3 straight up in their last 12 games against the Southeast Division opponent, and the total has gone under in 6 of San Antonio's last 6 games. Washington, 7-1 ATS in their last 8 games. The total has gone under in 5 of Washington's last 7. They're 8-0 straight up in their last 8. 5-0 straight up in their last 5 home games. 5-0 straight up in the last 5 games this season, and 5-1 ATS in their last 6 games against an opponent from the Western Conference. Spurs -4 in Washington. What you got for me, Mikey?
I gotta take the Wizards. Them boys, they went from a team that was in the lottery to they're in the 10th spot.
Yep.
So they got a chance for a play-in. They won 8 games in a row. Now look, I got the kind of gamblers look that the team that went 8 in a row, I fuck around and bet on them, and then all of a sudden they decide to lose. Yeah, but I gotta take the Wizards money line. And I always, the last several days, even though I know like nobody's been interested in those games, I always still try to express. I tried to give my opinion about whoever they were playing.
Right.
They got the chemistry together. Of course, Bill gonna be Bill, averaging 31. Westbrook he's doing Westbrook triple double. He's playing better defensively, and they taking scoring to a whole nother level right now. Yeah. Now look, I know it's gonna be difficult because the Spurs are rested, so make sure you take that into consideration. Wizards coming all back to back, so it's gonna be tough. However, I'm gonna take the Wizards with that value for the money line. That's gonna be my pick. And while Marley tell y'all his picks, I'm gonna look at the value for the money line.
I got it right here.
What's the value for it?
See, go back to you wager. Great bit. The Wizards on the money line.
Yeah.
The Wizards money line is plus 150.
What is it?
Plus 150. Plus 150. 150.
Yeah. Give me that Wizards plus 150 at home.
That boy Jalen say he rocking with them Spurs. Jalen, you taking the money line or you doing -4? Let me know how you feel about that. So, Mikey, I got you down for the Wiz +4. And Mikey, I'm right there with you. As good as the Spurs team, honestly, the Spurs team, they won 4 out of 5 out of their last 5. Out of the last 10, 6 and 4 in the last 10, 5-2 on the road out of that 10. 6-1 ATS on the road out of that 10. So the Spurs have been playing really good basketball, like at least the last 10 games of the season. But on the other hand, the Wizards, like I said before I started this, the Wizards have been balling, man. They're 9-1 in their last 10. 5-0 at home in their last 10. 4-1 ATS at home in that last 10. And I just can't ignore what they've been doing lately. Not enough to take the Spurs -4. I know they're coming off a back-to-back. That's the only thing that kind of concerns me. And Beal not playing, but I'm just not scared of this Spurs team, especially on the road. And they can win this game. I don't know if they win by 4 or by 5, because that's what you're gonna need. I'm looking for that boy Jalen said he looking for Westbrook to struggle and Beal. That's the only thing that concerns me. Beal not being in the lineup. It is. Beal's probable, so I'm gonna take that as he's gonna play.
They both, yeah. Beal and Westbrook both are gonna have to bring their A game, but they have to do that every night in order for them to win.
Right.
But the difference is, man, their front court with Bertrand, Bryant, and Hachimura. Like
Bryant's out.
Is he out?
He's done for the season. He tore his ACL.
Okay. Well, Hachimura and
Bertrand come back though. Yes.
Okay. And then I think they have they got Alex Lynn too. So they pretty solid up front as far as them guys they're not nothing special, but as far as defense and rebounding and stuff, and those guys can hit perimeter shots and give you some putbacks. Right. So that unit is pretty underrated, but yeah, Wizards plus 50, man. Plus 150. I gotta take that.
Are you jumping on the money line, not the 4?
The money line.
Oh shit. Okay. I might think about that. I'm on the 4. I gotta see what's going on with Beal.
That's based on
Beal playing.
That's based on Beal and Westbrook being healthy, playing. Well, not necessarily being healthy, them playing.
Based on right. I got you. All right, I think it's one of the interesting games today. Probably not one of the marquee game, but as just a basketball fan, I think that's an interesting game. All right, let's keep going. I think this is another interesting game. Honestly, you got the Chicago Bulls. They're going down to Florida, take on the Heat. Jimmy Butler and the Heat. That line opened up at the Bulls +6. It's still right there. Totals at 206. Injury report: Zach LaVine is still out. He's quarantining out indefinitely, and Brown has been downgraded to out. Miami, Iguodala's out. Dragic is questionable. Oladipo's been out. Nunn is questionable. Hero is questionable. Actual factuals: Chicago 3-7 ATS in their last 10. 3-7 straight up in their last 10. 2-5 ATS in their last 7 against Miami. 1-7 straight up in their last 8 against Miami. 1-5 ATS in their last 6 games on the road. 6-13 straight up in their last 19 games this season. Miami 4-1 ATS their last 5. 4-1 straight up in their last 5. 6-1 straight up in their last 7 at home. But they're 1-5 in their last 6 games when playing at home against Chicago. 4-2 ATS in their last 6 games this season, and they're 5-1 straight up in their last 6 games against an opponent from the Eastern Conference. Chicago Bulls without Zach LaVine +6. What you got, Mikey?
I gotta go with to be honest with you, both of these teams have injuries, a lot of injuries. So I gotta go with the under in this one. I'm gonna take the under 206. Miami already can play defense. They're already a good defensive team. And Chicago, especially without their weapons, their main scorers, the only way they actually can win this game, they're gonna actually have to try to slow it down. Which is I know it's kind of ironic. You want to try to slow it down. You really don't necessarily want to try to slow it down against a great team, great defensive team, but
right,
especially in the half court. But that's the only choice because they don't have more firepower than Miami. Injuries or not. So I got to take the under 206.
Okay, I looked at that. I thought it was kind of low, but then I started thinking like without Zach LaVine, only Vucevic is the only threat offensively, really, out there. And like you said, the Heat play fucking amazing defense, no matter who's on the court. So, but that 206 is so fucking low. I'm scared of that. I'm not gonna lie. But I do agree with you as far as the side and what you were saying about Miami versus Chicago. Like they're both injured, but I feel like as long as Miami has Butler and Bam, and at least Duncan or Tyler with at least Dragic or none, like one of the two in both of them. I think 6 is enough to cover against Chicago at home with no LaVine. I just don't know where you're going to get the points from to be able to keep up. And then, like you said, they have to slow the game down. So isn't that playing to me, that's playing right into Miami's hands.
It is playing.
And under, like you said, like Miami, you're going to play the half-court game, so you're going to give them time to get back and set up one of the, top 5 defenses in the NBA probably?
Yeah.
So I think that's going to be tough, and I think Vucevic, as much as he gives a lot of people trouble, like Bam can play with him. He's not going to blow by Bam, and Bam can handle his own on the inside. And Bam is more, to me, he's way more athletic. So
yeah. That's a decent line.
So I just feel like
the scoring only going who like you said, Vucevic for the Bulls,
right,
and maybe Kobe White.
Marketing.
That's it.
I mean, I just don't know where you go get.
Although Kobe White scored 31 the other night.
I couldn't believe it. Because he only averages like 12 or 10 or something like that.
Yeah, he averaged like 14. Yeah.
Right. So for him to score 30, I mean, they're gonna need that again, but like, I don't think he's gonna score 30 tonight.
He ain't gonna score enough but he, with LaVine being out, it's more shot attempts. So
right. I still don't see him getting 30. I don't know. I like the Bulls though. Not the Bulls, excuse me. I like the Heat. I like the Heat minus the 6.
All right.
Not gonna lie. Probably gonna jump on the Heat first half too. If I take it, I'll try to post it on Twitter because it'll be a later decision. Once I go back and look at some more shit. But I just I like Heat first half and full game. No Bulls. I don't see what they're gonna do with they're 3-7 in their last 10, 1-5 on the road out of that last 10, and 1-5 ATS on the road in that last 10. So I mean, I think LaVine's been hurt like the last 6 games, something like that, 5, 6. He missed like the last 4 or 5 games. I don't see them being able to keep up. And I just don't see them being able to score. Everything's going to be so hard for them tonight to score. Especially if they're not running in transition, they're going to give Miami a chance to set their defense up. Like that's I don't know. I don't like that game plan. But like you said, I don't know what else they can do unless you're finna tell Kobe just go, run, push the ball, get some easy baskets. But like
Miami too. Miami. They too experienced for that.
And they too defensively sound to me. I just don't think that they're gonna let you. They don't have a lot of breakdowns. You know what I'm saying? Don't be a lot of mistakes that the defense made. Like they make you earn every point damn near that you get. That shit is hard to beat, especially when you're not efficient. And like I don't know. I just don't see the Bulls offense being able to be efficient enough. I don't even say score enough, but you got to be efficient enough when you play Miami because, like you say, they play good defense for everything. They make you work for everything. So, that's he got vets. Bulls don't. I agree with you too. That's another thing Mikey just said. Like they're a veteran team. You know what I'm saying? On top of that, like they not finna make a lot of mistakes. They already been to the finals. They know what they need to do. Like it's nothing to prove. They're under the radar because ain't nobody talking about them. Like they probably relaxed. There's no pressure. And then you got Spo, who don't really get a lot of credit since LeBron left. Spo is a good fucking coach, bro. Spo can coach. And you got Pat Riley at the top. Like, I don't know. I like the organization, honestly. From top to bottom. So that's just that's my play on that game. I like the Bulls. I mean, I keep saying Bulls. I like the Heat -6. Mikey likes the under the total of 206. Another game. Back on those Hawks, huh? Atlanta. They're going on the road. They're coming off a back-to-back. They beat the Bucks last night without Trae Young. They're going on the road to take on the Pistons in Detroit. Line opened up at -4.5. It's still there. Total is at 217.5. It's going up a point. Injury report. Hawks. Snell's out. Dunn is questionable. Young is out. Hunter is out. Cam's been out. And Detroit, Magruder has been downgraded to out. Smith Jr. is downgraded to out. And Jackson is questionable. Let's get down on some of these actual factors for Atlanta. Without Trae Young, they got a whole bunch of injuries, man, and they still haven't stopped balling. So Atlanta 4-1 ATS in their last 5, 4-1 straight up in their last 5, 4-1 ATS in their last 5 games on the road, 4-1 ATS their last 5 games when playing on the road against Detroit, 11-3 straight up in their last 14 games this season. 11-2 straight up in their last 13 games against an opponent from the Eastern Conference, and the total has gone under in 4 of Atlanta's 6 games against an opponent from the Central Division. Detroit, 1-4 straight up in 5 games. 1-4 ATS in the last 5 games at home against Atlanta. 2-7 straight up in their last 9 games this season. 4-10 straight up in their last 14 games against an opponent from the Eastern Conference. The total, it's gone under in 6 of Detroit's last 6 games against a Southeastern Eastern Division opponent. It's also gone under in 5 of Detroit's last 7 games in the month of April. Atlanta Hawks -4.5 in Detroit. What you got?
I'm going to have to, for this one, I'm going to go ahead. I'm going to take the Pistons to cover. The reason I'm going to take them to cover is because I think eventually, first of all, the Pistons, they have been losing a lot, but at the same time, they do hang around. So, they were in that game with Indiana the other day up until the 5-minute mark. I think they fell apart. So they do hang around, and I think eventually, this stuff that the Hawks doing, okay, yeah, don't get me wrong, it's admirable and whatnot.
I'm actually impressed, honestly.
Yeah. But at the end of the day, I mean, they've I think this is their. I want to say this is their 3rd game. This is their 3rd game in 4 nights and their 2nd game of a back-to-back.
Yeah. They played on the 21st. Well, actually, you can go back further. They played on the 20th, the 21st, the 23rd, 25th, and they're playing today. And today is the 26th.
Okay. So I think I'm gonna look for the Pistons to play. What was the injury report for Detroit?
Magruder out. Smith Jr. out, and Josh Jackson questionable.
Okay, all right.
Still got Grant.
Okay, so as long as Grant playing, you say Josh Jackson questionable. That's gonna be kind of tough. But Sadiq Bey, Okay, yeah. So and you know they get they scoring. You know they scoring by committee. You know, I mean, grant they leading scorer, but they got guys that's gonna give you 14, 10, 8, 6, stuff like that. So I'm gonna ride with the Pistons here in this spot. I think it's a generous spot at 4.5. I think eventually the injuries and the all the games in a row that the Hawks been playing, including road games, I think it's gonna eventually catch up with them. So I'm gonna take the Pistons and I'm gonna grab the points with it at plus 4.5.
Mikey, you almost convinced me there. Because I do like the angle of I didn't really look at the amount of games they played in the last 4 or 5 games. How many days? I know they're coming off the back-to-back.
Yeah.
Obviously with Milwaukee, jump on a plane, got to fly Detroit. But I didn't look at the games before that. And you're right, they are. I mean, that has to add up at some point.
Just when is the point? Is it tonight or is it?
I thought it would have been last night when I took the Bucks, but
me too.
And you know it's when I look at that game, I'm like, all right, did the Bucks? Because the Bucks dominated. I ain't gonna say they dominated, but they was in control of the game pretty much all the way up until the fourth quarter. So do I look at that and say the Hawks just caught fire fourth quarter and it was a lucky win? Their shots started falling. Do I look at it and say their
Bucks
defense
being the Bucks?
Yeah, the Hawks defense kept them in it, or do I look at it and say the Bucks did what the Bucks always fucking do when there's like pressure or they need something?
It's a combination.
Then I look at Detroit. And I look at Detroit. three straight losses. Then they got a win before with Cleveland, and then more losses. And the losses are Indiana, San Antonio, Dallas. We're not talking about like, you know, Lakers or Nets or Clippers. You know, we're talking playoff teams, but back of the bunch playoff teams. And the only angle I'm seeing for Detroit is the thing that you brought up is just like today's the 26th. And since the 20th, which is just 6 days ago, they've played 4 games. And this will be the 5th in 6 days. That's a lot of fucking games.
It is.
I mean, how much legs they got. But I can't back Detroit, bro. I can't. That's like my problem, bro. I cannot back Detroit. And it's just like if I 4, I wish it was like 3 instead of 4.5. I wish it was like 3.
I'd say originally I think I saw it at 3. And so anyway, so when I saw it today at 4.5, I really was like, oh yeah, that's definitely why I'm jumping on the Pistons. 4.5. Like when I saw the 4.5, I was like, yeah, I think it should be able to cover that.
I don't like that 4.5. But I can't take Detroit. So what I'm gonna do with this game is probably I'm gonna do what you suggested we do at the end of each show. I'm gonna do a little, we'll call it a $5 come up. It's gonna be my little $5. And for people that don't know, Mikey, obviously you know each other, you know me. I do parlays every fucking day to the point where Mikey, the coach, and everybody else y'all see come on the show, they tell me, bro, you have to stop it with these fucking parlays. Like, but I can't. You feel me? I can't because I be hitting the bubbles. And I'm so that the Hawks money line will be a part of the parlay that I'm gonna do today. If y'all be seeing the page, I'll be posting them. I hit one day before yesterday. I think a 5-teamer. I put in the group, all NBA. So that's gonna be what I'm gonna do with this game. I'm not gonna give an official play, or my official play will be the Hawks money line, but I'm gonna parlay it with some other plays that I'll give out at the end of the show. We're gonna call it the $5 come up. You know what I'm saying? $5 might win you by 60, 70. Boom. You got it. Now the rest is up to you after that. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, Hawks Clippers parlay. Okay, I gotta check that Clippers injury report because the line is suspicious. So that lets me know I don't know who the fuck's playing because you should be talking 1.5. Shouldn't be 1.5. Shouldn't be 1.5. Jaden say play it live, bro. Might be so. Maybe so. Maybe so. Maybe so. That might be an option. I don't like that 4, bro. I really don't. I don't. Man, game of the night to me right now. This is the game of the night, Mikey. I don't know what you think. I don't know if boys been on this Knicks train. That's been rolling. I don't know what people still think of the Knicks. If they still got that whole the Knicks are trash mentality. They ain't been watching basketball this year because these Knicks have been balling. But we're finna see measuring stick game for real. Even though Phoenix is coming off a back-to-back, they played yesterday. It was early though, so and they still in New York, didn't have to travel because they played Brooklyn. So I don't know, man. Jalen, I got streaming services pop up. So man, you hit me a message, man. I can get you free access to some good ass cable, bro. I pay $45 a month and I get 5,000 channels, all sports, no matter where you at, all sports. I can watch. United Days say he was in London. I can watch soccer games in Britain if I want to. Germany, it don't matter. I got all the shit. I got the works. Anyway, get back to what we talking about though. Phoenix on the road to take on the New York Knickerbockers. I call them that. That line has opened up at -2.5. Total is at 215.5. Injury report. Phoenix, Crowder downgraded to out. Galloway downgraded to out. Nader downgraded to out. Sarek downgraded to out. Knicks, Burks is out indefinitely, and Robinson is out indefinitely. Actual factuals for Phoenix, they are 1-4-1 ATS in their last 6 games. 13-4 straight up in their last 17 games. 4-1 ATS in their last 5 games against New York. 4-1 straight up in their last 5 games against New York. 15-5 straight up in their last 20 games on the road. 8-2 ATS in their last 10 games on the road playing in New York. And they're 8-2 straight up in their last 10 games against an opponent from the Eastern Conference. Knickerbockers, 10-0 ATS their last 10 games. 9-0 straight up their last 9 games. 7-0 ATS in their last 7 at home. But they 2-10 ATS in their last 10 against Phoenix. 5-0 straight up in their last 5 games this season. The total has gone over in 5 of New York's last 5 games against an opponent from the Western Conference. It's also gone over in 6 of their last 7 games. The Phoenix Suns on the road coming off of L, they're going back to back. Knickerbockers are +2.5. What do you have, Mikey?
The Phoenix Suns. This is the last game. They wrapping up a 5-game road trip.
I like that information, Mikey.
Yeah, and so they've lost 2 of their last 3, I believe. Phoenix.
Yeah, lost to Boston, then lost to Brooklyn yesterday.
Okay, and the Knicks have won 9 straight. So they're 34-27, right? So something has to give here, basically, right? Phoenix is New York is still vying for position. Phoenix is, I think they're fighting for that top spot with Utah, I believe.
I don't know how far they're behind Utah, but yeah, they're in second in the West.
Okay. All right. I gotta go with the Knicks, man. I think number one, Phoenix on the road. It's definitely not easy to go into New York now. Like it has been in recent years. And wrapping up this 5-game road trip, and they played a number of games, days in a row. So I'm gonna ride the Knicks right here. Matter of fact, I'm gonna take the Knicks to go ahead and win.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yeah, I'm gonna take the Knicks. I just like watching the Knicks. I like how they grind. They grind it out on both ends of the court, offense and defense. RJ Barrett, you know what I'm saying? He just scored 25 points against Toronto. Julius Randle has to be the most improved player of the year.
Has to be.
Yeah.
I can't even think nobody in the competition for that trophy. That's got to be his award this year.
That's got to be his award. And the Knicks just getting better. I see Jalen say he feels like the Suns are going to destroy him. Here's my thing: the Suns are ready to get back home. That'll be a statement if they come and they go into New York after them struggling with the Knicks on a 9-game winning streak, and they blow New York out. Then we have something else to talk about on the next show. But I think it's going to be a real competitive game. And I think the Knicks eventually down the stretch, I think they'll get it done on the defensive end, and they'll come out victorious.
See, we got that Knicks and his Suns got the chat active right now. Got the chat active
I
right
know.
Hey,
in recent years, who would have thought that the Knicks and the Suns would be just like?
I think this is the marquee game of the night, and that's crazy.
Yeah,
that's crazy.
Yeah.
That is crazy. Let me see. I'm going through these comments. LJ from Houston, Phoenix is 10-9 ATS on the road after that loss. So Mikey said Phoenix on the road. Let's be careful, guys. Suns a live team. It wasn't for KD, they would have won. Yeah, that may be true.
I picked them to win.
So, I mean, we picked them. I would say me and Mikey both picked the Suns yesterday.
Yeah, we picked them.
That boy Jalen said he do like watching the Knicks, though. I agree. Anybody that's been watching us the last couple weeks, probably closer to the last month, know I've been on that Knick wave, especially Saturday or Sunday. I keep saying it, boys.
Saturday or Sunday.
Sunday, 12 o'clock game, bro. The Knicks, it's money. It's money. It's money. It's been money for like 10, at least for me, it's been money for like 10 weeks in a row. I'm not passing up on that. Yeah. Every time. Knicks, Saturday, Sunday, that 12 o'clock game, because you got to remember, for everybody else, that shit is early if you're not on the East Coast. Them niggas probably flew in, got to try to get as much sleep as they can, get up, go to the guard, practice, shoot a game. Them niggas don't be ready, dog. I don't know what it is.
I'm about to start, on Saturdays and Sundays before the Knicks play, I'm going to start barbecuing.
I do that on Sunday anyway, but I don't barbecue that early. But dog, I've been trying to tell boys, dog.
Just make it an event. Bro, like it feel like it's an event. Like
why not?
Yeah.
Why not? Knicks, because you go win. So you just go to start celebrating. Go to pull out the grill. You know what I'm saying, man? Knicks made me so much money when they blew the Celtics out on Saturday. They make me money every weekend they play. That's another thing. So let me give my opinion, and I'm pretty much going with what LJ saying right here.
Yeah. LJ brought up a good point.
No Sark, Knicks control the paint. Randall is going to dominate on the inside, and there is nobody to stop him. Now, the only thing that does concern me about these Knicks is sometimes they can be offensively challenged. Like, they can go on streaks where they can't fucking score. But the thing about that is that's not what they rely on. They rely on their defense. So, and the thing about defense is you can't, like, the only way you have an off night on defense is effort. And, like, Tibbs got them boys playing night in. They just play hard. Like, I know one game they was blowing out whoever they had to play, and they still had Julius Randle in with in the third. I can't remember the team and the situation was, though, the commentators were saying, like, why not rest Randle? He's already played X amount of minutes this game, and they're up by X amount. It's the third quarter. Like, why? And they still out there playing hard, bro. I don't know if that's a mistake on Thibodeau part, but my point is, like, they go play hard. Even if they down, if they up. And like you said, they still fighting for this. They don't have to fight because they're in the playoffs, but everything is so jumbled up from like 7 to 10. So, like, the season ends on the 22nd. We still got like a month to go. So they can't afford to just be like, oh, we're good. You know what I'm saying? We straight. No. And they know they want, man, the Knicks want that play. Can you imagine a playoff game in Madison Square Garden?
It's going to be crazy.
Like, that hoe is going to be insane. Like, it's going to be real hard to play in New York once they get fans back in the stands. And I think that they want to feel that too. especially them guys been losing for like years. They probably can't wait. They probably getting so much love around the city right now.
Oh yeah.
And they're not even really a playoff team yet. They probably feeling so good right now about themselves. Then you got a big game coming in. Everybody probably is thinking like, oh, the Suns. Everybody's talking about the Suns. Man, that energy is going to be amazing. And I'm riding with the Knicks. And I'm not taking the 2.5. I'm right with you, Mikey. I took the money line. I just been riding with, as much as I do like this is no knock against the Suns. Like I like the Suns. Like you said, we took the Suns yesterday against the Nets.
We're talking about the spot right now.
It's just the spot play, and the team is playing so good right now. I can't guarantee you a victory for the Suns. That's not what I'm saying. But I'm just not fading a team that's 10-0 right now. And playing good basketball and still have something to play for. Like at the end of the day, like Mikey said, Phoenix is on, I don't know how many games on the road, but they ready to go home. And it's the last game. It's like the last game. We're finna go home. Just think about it. If it's the blowout early or even a blowout in the third quarter, are they gonna really care enough to like put that energy in to come back when they can just be like, yeah, this just, hey, we chalk this up as an L. We still in second spot in the West. Let's go home, get some rest, see our family, and start this back over. So I'm on Knicks money line, man. I'm gonna take, if they lose, I'll just take my L. I don't even want that sorry ass 2.5. Like for the value.
Everybody.
Give me that plus money all day long. For sure. Ooh, I like that game, man. I really do. We got about 2 more games left, Mikey. I know you got to burn. Do it real quick. Boom. Let's hit this one. Grizzlies. They're going on the road. It's gonna be another interesting game. I think they're going on the road to take on the Denver Nuggets. That line opened up at 4.5. Oh, excuse me, 4. But our total is at 228. And let me bring up the injury report real quick. Injuries. Memphis, Jackson Jr. is questionable. So Valanciunas is coming back today. Denver, Barton is out, Murray's out, Morris is out. Actual factuals real quick. Memphis, 7-1 ATS in their last 8 games. The total has gone over in 9 of their last 12. They're 4-2 straight up in their last 6. 7-2-1 ATS in their last 7 against Denver. And last 10 against Denver. 1-6 straight up in their last 7 against Denver. 5-1 ATS in their last 6 on the road. 0-5 straight up in their last 5 games when playing on the road in Denver. But the 13-3 ATS in their last 16 games. Denver, 1-4 ATS their last 5. The total has gone over in 4 of the last 6. They're 5-1 straight up in the last 6. 9-1 straight up in the last 10. 5-0 straight up in the last 5 against Memphis. 2-7 ATS in their last 9. 1-6 ATS in their last 7 games against an opponent from the Western Conference. Grizzlies -4. Total is at 228. What do you got?
Man, I'm taking the Grizzlies money line. They back.
Whoa.
They back in full stream with Morant, Valanciunas, and Jaren Jackson. So
I think Jackson's questionable.
Is he questionable?
Yeah, but the rest of everybody else,
I'm still taking him.
Is good, but I think, hold on, let me get to it. Memphis, Jackson is questionable.
Okay, so he still might play.
It's a rest though, so he's not like hurt.
Okay. So look, the point is that Denver, they're depleted in their backcourt. And the Nuggets are the Grizzlies are pretty much at full strength. Right. So I think it's going to be too much. Nobody playing for Denver can check Morant. And they got guys like Kyle Anderson and Dylan Brooks out there who can cash in from beyond the arc. Of course, we all know the value that Valanciunas brings. So
He's been missing. They still been winning.
They still been winning. Yeah, they on a mission. They on a mission. So
They trying to get in.
And see, here's the thing: when Jokic is off the court, then what's gonna happen? You see what I'm saying?
Right.
So, I mean, they gonna have to depend on what. I guess they got. Of course, they got Gordon, and then they got Porter Jr. whatnot, whatever. But I think it's gonna be the Grizzlies gonna be too much. This is a good spot to take them. I'm taking them money line. That's my pick. The Memphis Grizzlies money line. They didn't show me enough. They've showed me enough. Every time that I've doubted them or went against them, like they showed me this ain't really just like no cupcake ass team. Like you gotta come in. You gotta really beat them.
Yeah. Yes.
You gotta really beat.
I agree. So we both was on the Grizzlies yesterday, right? Was that yesterday?
Yes, against Portland.
Against Portland. Coming off the back-to-backs against Portland. So you would think that would be a revenge game for Portland.
Yeah.
But they just beat them boys back-to-back in their house. Look, the Grizzlies have been on the road their last 5 games, bro. 5 games on the road. This will be the 6th. But the difference between them and I say Phoenix is like Phoenix wants to get back home versus Phoenix. I say that we can say that about Phoenix when they get back home because Phoenix is good. They already in second place. Like they waiting on the playoffs to start to show who they really are. All right, we know they are in the regular season now. All right, but everybody says they got to show us in the playoffs. That's what we waiting on. Phoenix, how y'all go play in the playoffs? Memphis, on the other hand, it ain't no we trying to get back home. It ain't no we ready to go home. We got to be on the road. Like we got to win. That's all Memphis talk about, man. We got to win out. We got to win as many games as we can the last 2 or 3 weeks because we in 8th spot right now. If we drop to 10, we done. So I don't think I think being on the road or being at home at this point that's not their concern. Their concern is just at the end of the day, we got to win because we're in 8th, 2 spots from not being into the little playoff shit, or I guess 3 spots because 11 is 6 to 10. So, and I think like you said, they missed out last year in the bubble, if I'm not mistaken. And I think if the season would have ended right, they finished in the 8th, but the bubble shit is kind of fucked them, if I'm not mistaken. I have to go back and check. But I think you're right. I think they are on a mission. I think Ja wants to get into the playoffs. I think they feel like they are a playoff team, and that's their next step, getting to the playoffs. And like you said, initially, man, they started out playing really good defense. I don't know what happened.
Yeah.
But like they haven't
been solid. Yeah.
It hasn't been
the last 2 weeks.
They've been giving up 100 points. Like
they've been outscoring people. Just
that's what they've been doing. Just outscoring people. So I really want to look at this over 288. I know you a totals. I know you a totals man. What you think about that? Because Denver plays absolutely no defense.
The total. See, here's the thing about that is that Denver, their backcourt gonna be missing some points. So I'm like, I don't know. That's my only concern. I think the Grizzlies are actually gonna put up points.
I mean, if I look at the last 5, Denver, they put 129 against Houston. Now the Golden State lost, they only put up 97.
129 against Houston don't count.
Okay. I'm not gonna argue that. Not gonna argue that. I mean, maybe you're right. I should probably stay away. Yeah, because then I go, well, look, the total, they played Memphis on the 19th. The game, they beat Memphis 139 to 137 in double overtime. So, all right, so my play is I took the 4. But listening, I kind of want to take the money line. I might double back and take the money line. But I took the 4 just because I just like how this Memphis team is playing. I'm scared of all these damn games on the road. Because like I said, this is their 6th game on the road. I think this is the last game of a
oh, yeah. So you got to factor that in. Yeah.
So,
Ain't nothing wrong with
but,
that. Cover your
but
tracks.
like I said, I don't think I'm not saying they don't want to go home. Yeah, this is the last game of the road trip. I'm not saying they don't want to go home. I'm just saying that's not what they're thinking about right now. Like Phoenix may be thinking about going home because they good. Everything's they can't do nothing but get to first. I don't even think they can fall to third with the games left. Like, yeah, and you got vets. It's like, okay, guys, we're straight. Let's just go home, regroup, eat, get some good home cooking, da 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 da. Because they good. They're in second. They don't got nothing to worry about. Grizzlies, they got to be in playoff mode right now. Like playoff mode is right now. You know what I'm saying? Because they can't lose. They lose 3 games out of the next 10 games. They probably drop to 10 or 11 and be out. They can't rest and relax. Like they have to continue to play the rest of these games out. Every game is going to matter. And I'm looking at their schedule right now. After Denver, they got Portland again at home, though. They got 2 home games, Orlando, Knicks. So, like, they actually don't have a tough schedule down the stretch.
They got a favorable schedule, and I
They
think
don't
they're
play
going to take advantage
nobody
of it.
above 500 except the Knicks. Is Toronto above 500?
No.
No. The Knicks, Dallas. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 games left in this season for them. 13 games. They only played 3 teams above 500. Golden State, Dallas, and the Knicks. Like, they got to win these games. It's 13. I think they're fighting with Portland is in that race. Who all is in that 6 to 10? It's a bunch of teams, bro. And they all separated only by a couple games.
Portland, Golden State.
Portland, Golden State, Dallas.
Yeah.
The Spurs. I know we leaving out a bunch of teams, bro. It's a bunch of teams in that mix. I just think they gotta play. And like I'm with LJ right here.
That's all of them. That's all of them. You
That's
named them all.
them.
Mavericks,
Revenge
Blazers,
game.
Grizzlies, Spurs, Warriors, and don't forget the Pelicans. The Pelicans are 11, so they're on the outside trying to
That's
get crazy. In. That's crazy that the Pelicans are 11 though. Like sometimes we look at them. Sometimes I look at them and I be like, damn, they the 11th seed. Like, are they ranked number 11? They should be. Yeah.
With the talent, I mean, on paper, I know games ain't played on paper, but they got a better roster than where they at right now.
Yeah.
I ain't trying to blame Stan, but it is what it is.
All right.
That's just how I feel. All right. I'm run through these last games real quick. Clippers, they're going on the road to take on the Pelicans. Somebody, my bad. They're going on the road to take on the Pelicans. Shit threw my phone off. My bad. Give me 1 second. Bring everything up. Whew. All right, there we go. Clippers, they're going to roll take on the Pelicans. That line opened up at the Pelicans plus 1.5, still there. Total opened up at 228.5. Look at this injury report because that's what's going to matter here. Rondo, questionable. Ibaka, been out indefinitely. He's back. Kawhi's out, been out. Beverly's out 3 to 4 more weeks. And Luke Kennard is out. Damn. So it's just Paul George and I don't even know who.
They've been winning. They've been winning.
They have been. New Orleans. Johnson is questionable. Adams is questionable. Hart is out indefinitely. And Alexander Walker is out indefinitely. So you got Ball, Ingram, and Zion. Okay. They're all together. The gang's all there. Clippers, 14-5-1 ATS in their last 20. Total is gone under in 5 of their last 6. But like Mikey said, they've been winning. They're 11-1 straight up in their last 12. But 3-8 ATS in their last 11 games against New Orleans. 4-1 straight up in their last 5 games against New Orleans. 6-1 straight up in their last 7 on the road. And the total has gone over in 4 of their last 5 games on the road in New Orleans. 9-1 straight up in their last 10 games. 6-2 ATS in their last 8 against opponent from the Western Conference, and 4-1 ATS in the last 5 games against an opponent in the Southwest Division. The New Orleans Pelicans, New Orleans Pelicans, 1-5 ATS in their last 6, 1-5 straight up in their last 6. The total has gone over in 4 of their last 6. They're 2-5 ATS in their last 7 at home, 1-4 ATS in their last 5 at home this season, 4-1 straight up in their last 5 games against an opponent from the Pacific Division. And the total has gone under in 4 of their last 5 games against an opponent from the Western Conference. Clippers -1.5 in New Orleans. What you got?
All right, I'm gonna go ahead and give y'all my play because I got to get out of here. But this is like LJ said earlier. It's a lot of revenge games. This is one of them. The Pelicans blew the Clippers out, I believe, back in March. I think, if I can remember. So this is gonna be a revenge game, and Paul George is gonna be enough. I can't trust the Pelicans in this spot because they're a defensive liability, and the Pelicans, despite whether it's been injuries, it's been resting, it don't matter. Those guys have still been competing. They've still been winning. Man, Paul, look, this Paul George is looking like this. He's playing some of the best basketball of his career. And I'm not even talking about numbers. I'm talking about me just watching him. Like, I'm watching this dude, and I'm like he just.
I don't give a shit, Mikey.
Huh?
I don't give a shit.
So
you gotta do that shit in the playoffs.
Well, yeah, but I'm talking about this game specifically, though. Yeah, the playoffs.
I don't care about nothing Paul George does in the regular season.
Well, it's the regular season now, so for this game, look, I'm taking the Clippers money line, and the main reason is because of the play of Paul George. That dude been hooping, man.
Yeah, I mean, I can admit that he is balling. I can admit that he balling, but do that shit next month, bro. Do that shit. Keep that shit going.
All right. Well, we'll
May and June.
We'll see, but
show me playoff P.
But that's my.
You got a nickname. You got a nickname, and I ain't seen this nigga yet. I ain't seen playoff P one time. And who is this nigga? Where he at? You keep talking about this nigga, but I ain't seen him.
So that's my official pick. I got to bounce though. So.
All right, that's a bit, man. I got one more game I covered.
All right.
You know what I'm saying?
All right, hey, good luck, fellas. Good luck. Make that bread today.
Clipper money line or -1.5?
Clippers money line.
Gotcha.
All right.
Got you. All right, fellas. As much shit as I just talked about George Paul, man is balling this season. And I can't lie, I can't take nothing from him, but I feel how I feel until I gotta see him do that shit in the playoffs. He doing it in the playoffs, I'm gonna come on here and I'm gonna salute that man. But till then, I don't give a shit what kind of numbers he putting up, honestly. Does nothing for me. But however, can't put my money on these Pelicans. Too inconsistent. I think they're better on paper than they record show. They won 1 out of the last fucking 5 games, and that was against Orlando. Lost to the Spurs, lost to Brooklyn, lost to New York, lost to Washington. I just can't do it. I wouldn't care if Paul George and Kawhi was out. I'm still not putting my money on the Pelicans. Like, no way am I putting any of my dollars on that team. Can't do it. I think you'll be fooled too. Even if you win, I still think you're a fool to put your money on this team. 9-1 the Clippers are on their last 10 games. They're 4-1 on the road in the last 10 games. 2-2 ACS, 2-2-1, ATS out of those last 10, but 6-3-1 overall. ATS in their last 10, 8-0 as a favorite. And I just can't deal with New Orleans, bro. 4-6 out of their last 10. 2-3 ATS at home out of the last 3, and 2-3 overall straight up out of the last 10 at home. So it's not like being at home is going to help them out at all. So I'm with Mikey here. I'm on the Clippers money line. I just can't. I can't risk my money on this inconsistent ass team. As much as I do like Zion and they probably could get a win today, but fuck no, man. No defense, no. I don't even know if they like the coach. If they get Adams back there at full health, they should win this game. I think they should win this game, but I thought they should win a lot of games. So, and I can't put my money on this. I'd rather lose my money before I take a chance with them to win. That's what I feel like. Putting it on them is a fucking automatic loss. At the end of the day, that's personally how I feel. You are losing your money. Trust me, I did it earlier this season. I know. Can't fool with them boys. It's the last game I got on the docket today. We see Mikey already took off. We trying to get back home. We just getting out. We got the Dallas Mavs. They're going on the road to take on the Sacramento Kings, who are coming off a back-to-back. The line is opened up at 5.5. I currently have it sitting at 5 is what I'm looking at right now. Total still at 223.5. Injury report, Dallas got a lot of them. Porzingis questionable. Richardson is questionable. Finney Smith, questionable. Keeber, questionable. Luka, questionable. What is wrong? Everybody's fucking questionable. Fox is out. Bagley out. Woodard out. This is a nightcap game. I was trying to wonder. Look, if Luka plays, I'm on Dallas. That's the recommendation I got. If Luka plays, I'm on Dallas. If he doesn't play, this is a stay away from me. No Fox, even though the Kings played pretty goddamn well last night. Buddy Hield was balling. And Halliburton, the rookie. I think he's rookie of the year since Ball got hurt. Me and LJ was debating about him and Ball earlier in the season, and then Ball kind of took off and ran away. But since he got hurt, I think it's back on Halliburton. Watched him play last night, man. That kid be balling, dog. Balling for real. I like his game. But with that said, no Hill, no Fox, no Bagley. If Luka plays, I'm on Dallas minus the 5. If Luka doesn't play, probably take the over. I'll probably recommend the over. But I'm staying away. That's gonna be a small lean to the over. If Luka plays, take the over. If Luka plays, take Dallas. I don't recommend that anything beyond that. Unless you think they can play as good as they played last night. Keep in mind they are coming off a back-to-back. They lost to the Warriors, but they played a pretty good game. They were up at halftime. Anthony Edwards. What? Anthony Edwards. You talk about Minnesota? We're talking about the Kings. Is Anthony Edwards in Minnesota? Am I tripping? Let me know. But yeah, I can. So my thing is if Luka plays, take Dallas. If he doesn't, stay away. That's my recommendation. On this game. Other than that, that's the show for that. I'm gonna run down the picks real quick. And man, that's the show for today, man. Y'all like, comment, subscribe. We on all social. Oh, rookie of the year. Got you. Anthony Edwards. Got you. All right. Hey, he should be in the conversation. I can't discredit him. I think I still like Halliburton over him. I don't know. But yeah, that's tough. That's tough, bro. That's not a bad one, LJ. That's not a bad one. I forgot about considering him for rookie of the year because he has been playing pretty good, damn good basketball, and he got the dunk of the year. Who dunked on Capella? Because whoever just dunked on Capella, that dunk was better than Anthony Edwards dunk. LJ, we gonna go down. LJ plays. Oh, I didn't do my $5 come up parlay. LJ giving out a parlay. LJ does a lot of parlays, people. He does them just as much as I do. He has Atlanta minus 4.5, Oklahoma City plus 12, Oklahoma Thunder plus 12. Quick pause. Westbrook and Beal confirmed. Thank you, sir. Appreciate that, United Dave. Told everybody I'm on the Wizards plus 4. Bill playing, I might take the money line now. LJ's parlay. Miles Bridges. Yes, Miles Bridges has been balling too. I still like Anthony Edwards and Halliburton over Miles Bridges. Why you don't like Halliburton, bro? I know he in Sacramento, you don't get to see him that much, but goddamn, Halliburton's been balling. The way he plays, not just his numbers. I like the way he plays. All right. Tell us one more time. LJ's parlay, guys. It is Atlanta -4.5. OKC +12. Knicks money line. Miami -6. Clippers -1.5. And Memphis money line. That is the parlay for Mr. LJ today. My parlay for today, my little $5 come up, as I call it, after of the NBA. We're gonna go with the Wizards +4. We're gonna go with the Knicks. This is the risky one. Money line. Clippers. Money line. Grizzlies. +4. Last game is a 5-teamer. Hawks. Money line. That's the $5 come up for the day. 5 picks. Drop you $5 on it. Or shit, drop 100, whatever. That's for my, that's for my man who was up there earlier said, man, if the Clippers and Knicks don't win, I'm done to the playoffs. That's for me. That's for, when you down in your last $20, you done lost all weekend. You need to come up. You need to hit something. Do your $5 come up, man. It's probably $5 on those games probably get you somewhere around 60, 70 bucks. Yeah, from there, man, it's on you. That's it, man. Y'all please like, comment, subscribe. We're trying to grow the channel back up. Like I said, initially we had like 2,000 subscribers. Then YouTube canceled our page for a couple other reasons right before it got monetized. But other than that, man, talk to y'all real quick. Hashtag, man. Let's beat Vegas. We had a rough week last week. We had a decent day yesterday. But we're trying to kill their ass this week. Vegas ain't gonna never shut down and go keep giving us money. So let's take everything they goddamn worth. See, it's Marley Bets. Brothers and Bets. We out.
Check it out.